It's 5 a.m. in the morning. I wake up with a jerk. I'm feeling restless. I'm feeling confused. I have woken up from a dream. And the dream goes like this. I am able to see thick branches of a tree jutting out. And when I get closer, I can see those branches look like the hands from the angle of the wrist. And there are two of them like that. And as I get closer, I feel that there are twigs that are moving. Further I get close and I feel that as if they are monkeys that are moving, and the monkeys are having conversations. I go in front, the angle of the fingers, and I'm surprised to see that they look like monkeys, but they are human beings. Faces and bodies of human beings, and they are having conversations with each other. And I wake up at that time, I'm wondering what's happening, and suddenly there's a thought that crosses my mind, that this is exactly how our life is. The big hands seem to be like the people, the system that we are not able to see. And we are the fingers that are being controlled, manipulated by these hands. Yes, my friends, that brought in a sense of what's happening in the current scenario and also otherwise in our day-to-day lives. We are being controlled, we are being manipulated by people around us, be it the politicians, be it the authority figures, be it the media, be it the newspapers, social media, advertising. It's like a constant control, constant manipulation of what we are. We think that we are making decisions, but no. It is them who manipulate us or many times force us to take a decision. Including the kind of stuff that we wear, the stuff that we buy. It's all decided by someone else, though we feel we have made a choice. These are controlling our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, and our behaviors. And the behaviors are giving us the results. Between the stimulus and the response, there lies a gap. And in that gap lies the human freedom. Between the stimulus and the response that I make lies a gap. And in that gap, the human freedom exists. In that gap, I am making a choice. And if I am able to notice, acknowledge that gap, then I can make a wise choice. I can make a healthy choice. But generally, we are not aware of this gap because we are only reacting from our emotions. Yes, my friends, we are reacting from our emotions. Now, how do we take control of emotions? How do I have mastery over my emotions? For that, you need to step back a bit. And I'm going to give you a few tips as to how we can actually master our emotions. So whenever there is a situation, it doesn't matter what kind of situation it is. It could be you are reacting to that situation or you are reacting to that person. The first thing is just sit back or step back for a moment. Either in that moment or whenever you have time, just sit back and just observe. Look at what happened in that situation. What was that person doing to you or making you feel? All these feelings are happening in your body. So if you are able to acknowledge those feelings and those emotions and those thoughts, you will have better control over your reactions, your responses, and thereby have a better control over your consequences, the kind of results that you want to have. Generally, we are in a action-reaction mode. There's no time that we give ourselves to think, because that's the way we got trained. Action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction. Here I'm going to give you some tips how to do it, how to change that such that you have some amount of emotional mastery, and if you can practice this over a period of time, you will gain a good amount of emotional mastery. First of all, whenever anything happens, sit down, relax, and observe what's happening in your body. Yes, my dear, everything that you are going through is experienced in the form of bodily experiences, and you are just reacting to those bodily experiences. So it's very, very important that you sit down, be with yourself, close your eyes, focus on your breath, and notice that event, whatever happened, bring it back to your memory and observe what's happening in your body. What are the sensations? What are the thoughts? And what are the feelings? And then you might notice something happening in your body. At that time, whatever you are feeling as sensations, give it a name. What is that emotion that it is? Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it sadness? Whatever it is, just observe and give it a name. The moment I've seen in many of my clients, many of my patients, the moment you give it a name, there's something in you that just settles, as if knowing the name of a disease, how it settles many people. Even if it's a bad disease, knowing the name releases that insecurity or that fear that you have. Haven't we noticed this? So just acknowledging that this is the emotion gives you some amount of control over it. Observe it over a period of time, and also observe how's your breathing. So first of all, notice what happened, bring that memory in your mind. Observe your body sensations, where do you feel it and what is that emotion? Give it a name. And then observe your breathing, and as you observe your breathing and that experience, that body sensation, the body knows how to heal the moment you pay attention to it. Because body and the mind is always moving towards healing itself. It has a very powerful, very effective self-regulatory, self-healing mechanism. That's very innate to every animal, every living being on this planet. So we are acknowledging that part of you. And then, just as you observe that, allow that sensation to calm down. And you will notice this in your breathing, that the breathing starts changing. And slowly, there's a new wisdom that flows in. Why am I reacting to this? Generally, it could just be the situation, but it triggers off some past patterns that you have. So you're not reacting to the situation in the present, you are only reacting to the past patterns that you have. And once you get aware, a new wisdom sets in, and a new way of responding to the same situation is available to you. In fact, you have many options after that. So my friends, first of all, sit down with yourself and observe what is this. Bring the memory back in your mind. What made you react? Observe the body sensation. Give it a name. Observe your breath and allow yourself to be with your breath and your body sensations. And over a period of time, the body healing mechanism takes over and it calms down that emotion, that reactivity, those thoughts, and a new wisdom sets in, that where a lot of other choices and options are available, and you can then make a wise choice as to how I can react to that situation now in a new manner. As you keep practicing it, you will notice that you have a new way of handling the same situation, which you can put it out, you can practice whenever it happens. You can even write it down, what happened. That gives you much more control, much more clarity, much more alertness as to whenever the situation happens. So my friends, if you like this video, if you think you learned something from this, please press the like button, comment as to what you got out of this, where you see that you can use this, and also request you to pass it on to your friends so that they can benefit. At the same time, there will be more videos coming up like this, which will help you learn how to control your thoughts, how to manage your thoughts, how to have life mastery, how to have relationship mastery, how to have emotional mastery. So if you think you need to get more of these videos, please press on the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you are notified. So thanks to you for listening to this. Thank you.